All right, friends, we have got one for you today. Diesel, aka Matthew Hall, M Hall. Listen, guys, this is real serious, okay? So, I get down here almost every day. I interview people. I talk to people about their situation. I ask them about the supports in the government and how they're getting helped. And here's Diesel. Diesel's in a chair. He probably's got some mental health problems. He's probably addicted quite heavily to some medication. But I'll turn the camera over to him and I'll let him answer some questions. Hey Diesel, how you doing today, bro?
All right, yourself?
Yeah, life is okay. Like I told you, I've got my own little problems with coming clean from prescription medication. That's my issue. What's yours?
Crystal meth and fentanyl.
Crystal meth. And how long have you been doing crystal meth and fent?
Crystal meth has been about 25 years, and fent is about 15.
How you living, bro?
Living day to day in a wheelchair, sleeping outside, buying and selling dope to support my habit and to get through everyday life.
Are you getting help? Yeah, are you getting help with any social workers? Do you have a social worker or anyone?
I do have a social worker, but they're not doing nothing for me.
So what do you mean by that? Part of getting help is like meeting people halfway. Do you try to meet them halfway, or are you just so tired of living like that you just want to be on the street and left alone and get help and support when you can?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. See, I'm a smart guy, hey? So how long you been on the street?
To be exact, I've been on the street for 33 years.
God bless you, brother. Where do you sleep at night?
In the doorway or in my chair, wherever I
Are
can.
you able to get in and out of your chair? You can walk a bit, right?
I can't walk at all.
You can't walk at all. God bless you. Your teeth are just gone, bro. That's from the meth.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up, bro? Where did you go to high school?
I went to R.H. King in Toronto.
You went to R.H. King in Toronto. What sports did you play?
I played rugby, lacrosse, football, soccer, and captain of the track and field team.
When did you start doing drugs?
I started doing drugs at the age of 10.
If you would have a message to your 16-year-old self, what would it be?
Don't get involved in any gang-related activities because it's only going to bring you down.
Why did you get involved in that lifestyle?
Because that's the only lifestyle I knew.
That was it, eh? There was no, the sports weren't enough.
No.
The sports weren't enough because you got hooked on the dope probably at a young age, right?
Yeah, I got hooked on crack cocaine at the age of 10.
How old are you?
I am 40 years old.
You're 40, bro. I'm 52, bro. I was on the crack pipe there in '94 down here on Granvilles. It's just not a good life.
20 years on the crack pipe.
And what are you doing now? Well, show me what you're doing here.
I'm doing benzo dope and fentanyl.
You're doing benzo and fent together.
Because of the pain in my legs.
Yeah, I think, that's a whole other situation, bro. But I think what happens with the pain medication is because of you're taking the pain medication for so long.
I don't take pain medications, period.
You're doing benzos, bro, and fentanyl.
I just do the fentanyl and the benzo dope.
When you go in the hospital and you have a broken arm or you might have a compound fracture.
I won't take any pain prescription
No,
drugs.
but let me finish for a second. If you go in a hospital and you got a compound fracture, the doctors will give you fentanyl now for pain. Yeah. That's what they give you now. They don't give you other
enough.
No, not enough. Not enough for how much you take, bro.
Like I use probably.
Where's your family, bro?
Most of my family's back in Ontario.
When's the last time you talked to your mother, bro?
20 years ago.
It's too long, right?
She died 20 years ago.
Okay, so that's why I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry.
Back when I was 13 years old, I got charged with first-degree manslaughter against my mom's fourth marriage because he beat the fuck out of her, so I beat the fuck out of him.
So how long you go to jail for?
Automatic 7 years.
So you got 7 years? And you got out, and when you were in jail, it was just like, you got out and it was like, that's all you knew. That's all you could do.
Yeah.
Well, Diesel, I'm really grateful that I had an opportunity to give you some of my spirit, bro, because I just want you to know that there are people out there that can help you. if you want it, but you got to meet them like a quarter of the way, right? And you're in really rough shape. It's just sad because our government. What do you think of these SROs?
I think they're bullshit.
Do you think there's drug dealers in the SROs?
There's lots of drug dealers in the SROs.
There's lots. How many?
Probably
too many.
There's probably about 5 dealers per floor.
Yeah, that's what's going on, eh?
And
Are there any sober people in the SROs?
not very many.
Not very many. So, and if they are sober, they probably have mental health,
They do.
and they're probably on some sort of type of
90%.
90% are all on dope, street drugs, and small percentage are
I was born a heroin.
like you.
I was born a heroin baby. I was born in alcohol. I was born with fetal alcohol syndrome,
Oh, FAS.
and I have ADD, ADHD. So when I don't have
You know those are just labels, right?
Yeah, I know.
You are what you want to be.
when I don't have medications in my system, I can't be around people because I can't function. I get really agitated. I get agitated with my surroundings, and without
What do you think of me?
manageable.
I'm a manageable guy.
Yeah.
Any good things you want to say about me? You don't know.
You're shorter than me.
You're short, bro. I'm 6'4". Buddy said you were a big dude when you were out of the chair.
I'm 6'9" and 375.
You were 6'9" and 375. And how much do you weigh now, bro?
I'm about 330.
You weigh 330 pounds?
Yeah.
You mean you weigh 130 pounds? I'm not laughing at you, bro. You're not 330
I'm
pounds.
330 pounds.
You're 330 pounds. You believe that?
I got weighed yesterday.
You got weighed yesterday. Listen, man. I don't know what to say other than,
Like when I got out of the pen, I was 425 pounds.
yeah.
But
I'm really sad about our system.
You lost all that weight, eh?
I'm really sad about our system, and it's as much as it's the system's problem, a lot of it is ours.
because I'm still collecting basic welfare.
You got basic. You're on a PWD.
No, I'm sitting in a goddamn wheelchair collecting $499 a month, and I'm not even on disability yet.
Why don't you just get into the social worker office and sit there?
I've tried.
You tried, yeah. It's just too hard. It's a mental health issue. It's just too hard. Anyways, guys, this was probably the worst I've seen, and this is what's happening out here. Like, look at this. Like, he's living beside buildings that are like $1 million. I'm so sad, and I'm so sad for people like this. What did you just say? So he just said he does half-gram hoots of trank
of
or
anything.
of anything at a time.
At a time.
And how many do you do a day?
I do about 4 ounces of dope a day.
Where do you get the money, bro?
I sell.
You sell.
I sell dope just
He
to
sells
support
and
my
he
health.
dopes and people help you out.
And
Because they feel bad.
I do 3/4 of a gram fix of trank dope 3 times a day just for the pain.
God bless you, brother. Hey guys, it's me again, and here I go. I could come down here every day, 3 times a day. I can talk to a different person and hear a different story, and it's absolutely redonkulous. Anyways, I'm here with, what's your name? Steven. So Steven's been in Vancouver for 17 years. He moved here from Alberta. He was a professional thief. Like, that's, everyone's got a hustle. That was his hustle. He came here, but how long you been on the street?
I've been on the street 2 years.
So he'd been on the street for 2 years. So he did have a place, but unfortunately, well, let me ask him and let me find out from him what happened.
I had a place.
So no, let me do this. So Steve, how long you been in Vancouver?
17 years.
And you said you're a professional thief from Alberta.
I was a professional thief from Alberta. Yeah.
So you came here and
I came here and changed my life. I turned my life around when I came to Vancouver.
Because of mental health.
Because of mental health.
So you got the proper
I
supports.
got proper support and medication and stuff.
So you weren't getting the supports in Alberta.
No, I wasn't. It was way out of my range.
So this is the biggest thing I want to know. So you were living in the Hotel California, which was the Hojo, which is now run by a women's society, and you were in there with a female.
Yeah.
You were a stay girlfriend,
Yeah.
and you were living there. You got into an altercation with another person in there,
Yeah.
and because of that, they chose his story over yours,
That's right.
and the cops jump you. And then that's 2 years ago. So in the past 2 years, what's happened?
That was recent.
That was recent.
That was the third I went to court and got my sentence on the 3rd.
Okay, but so when did you get kicked out of here when you were living with your girl?
2 months ago.
So you
I had
had
to do the court thing, right?
Yeah,
Took
yeah.
me 2 months to get to that point, right?
Okay.
My lawyer called.
You doing drugs?
No drugs. Just
No,
weed.
no street drugs.
Just
Oh, you
weed.
just smoke weed. Yeah, he's got the hat, eh? So no drugs, ever hard drugs?
I used to.
Yeah.
That's where I tell you where I changed my life.
So-
I came to Vancouver. I got off heroin. I got
Were
off
you
cocaine.
shooting or
yeah,
smoking?
I was shooting.
You're shooting and
I
you're interviewing.
got off heroin. I got off cocaine. I got off clonazepams.
You're
I
on
got-
clonazepam,
Yeah.
so you're on antipsychotic
I'm on
medication.
antipsychotic. I get an injection now,
You get an injection once a month,
once every 4 weeks.
once every 4 weeks. So you get what do you get?
It's called Tricet.
Tricet. So what is it? It's an antipsychotic, calms you down, helps you sleep.
Helps me now, helps me think.
Yeah, helps you get focused so you don't knock
Focus,
someone
yeah.
out.
That's right, yeah.
Because
But-
we have problems with that, some of us.
Yeah, and the thing is, the whole thing about the Hojo is here.
What do you think about SROs?
I think they're terrible
Why?
because they need to be all redone first.
Well, they're pretty dirty inside.
They all need to be redone before you rent those out. I would never rent something like that.
I've heard they're pretty disgusting. I'm going to try to get into some of them, but I've heard
It's bad.
pretty bad things about them.
It's bad. And
And here's a question. You don't live in there, so you're non-biased. Are there drug dealers living in there?
you know there's drug dealers everywhere.
I know, but are there drug dealers living in there? Are there drug dealers living a
Drug
lot of
dealers in
SROs?
all the SROs.
And all the SROs. There is. That's what I figured. So the
But-
people that
but
live
they
in
have
there.
nowhere else to go. But this is the thing I don't understand. Why are they giving people homes that are on the street, stick a needle in their arm, and sitting there with a blanket and no hope of anything for them, and they get a place before me?
Yeah. So here's the kicker, guys. So, this guy's just, again, walking down the street, just started a conversation, and it's mental health. It's not even drugs. It's the health. And he's having troubles even getting a place. He said that he has a couple of advocates that he's trying to get some help and he's trying to get into a place, but it's been months. It's been months. So, God bless him. We're going to only hope and pray for the best for everyone down here because it is a real shit show. That's the one thing I wanted to know. And I want to start asking people, how many drug dealers are actually in these SROs? Because now the SROs are not giving out needles and meth pipes and crack pipes to people on the street. They're only giving them to people that live in the SROs. And then what they're doing is the drug dealers are getting them all. They're getting people to get them for them. And then they're selling the drugs. And then it's like, oh, here's your meth pipes. Here's your crack pipes. So that people can have them. It's almost like it's celebrity status for the drug dealer because now they get all this stuff along with their dough. What's going on? Hey friends, so check this out. Yeah, I'm down at the Wildlife Center, the Wildlife Thrift Store. Yeah, I just want, this doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna just go in. So, I'm here down at the Wildlife Thrift Store. I've heard some really good things about it. I've also heard a couple of attacks from the security and handcuffing people, knocking them down. Really cool store.
Huh? No, I'll just slide it inside and then screw it from this side.
Yeah, so there you have it. They do have handcuffs, and they are handcuffing people. It's against the law. And who are these people?